Hey, what's going on? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Hello, what's going on? All right, folks, check this out. In this video, we're going to go ahead and look deep into what analysts are thinking about Clover Health. Now, unfortunately, if you search for this online, you won't be able to find it. This is only available through means of that of a Bloomberg terminal and that of a terminal that, unfortunately, you would have to pay for. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you this data. I'm going to kind of walk with you two factors. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Apple real quick, and we're going to show you the differences because Apple's an easy company. Everyone understands what they do. And we're going to go ahead and show you the data that is offered publicly to retail investors than data that is actually offered privately. Okay. So this will be a really good video. Stick around. Go ahead, hit the like button. Let's go ahead and increase the size of this desk here so I can, I don't have to bend my, I have to go like that. Yeah, by the way, thanks for everyone who participated in Black Friday, and I appreciate you guys. And yeah, let's get back to our normal schedule here. Just very quickly here, quick shout out. You want free articles, link down below, fundamentnews.com, free articles. Just at the end of the video, check them out. Okay. Also, we have a book that's top 100 best selling. So take advantage of that. All right. So, first things first, unfortunately, when we go ahead and open up a Bloomberg terminal, these guys, they get, when I say these guys, I'm taking like Wall Street institutions, Bill Ackman, hedge funds. They get, projections 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 23, 24, right? They give these projections, right? And unfortunately, with the Bloomberg terminal, the cost of the terminal, is $2,000 per month, right? To get this terminal, it costs $2,000 a month. And that's just the basic package, right? That's around $24,000 a year. I mean, how much is the average home, right? That's almost nearing to the neck of an average home of an American. So obviously, and this is not for the typical retail investor, right? So what do we have? Well, most folks, they tend to use Apple, right? Well, I'm about to basically share with you something very ecstatic, something very incredible, and regarding data that we have that is going outshines Yahoo Finance, and we're going to go ahead and show you. So if you don't recall, when I calculate the normal intrinsic value calculation, by the way, for all the people that are in our stock terminal, I need you to listen up. Okay. Listen. All right. So if you want to calculate the revenue estimate, it shows you that they give you the current quarter. You can multiply that out by the high of 113 times 4 to get your year. They give you the next quarter. They give you the current year in terms of 2024, which is technically next year, which is, like in the next month pretty much, right? And then they give you 2025. But unfortunately, this is not a lot of data. They don't give you, we give more and we're accurate. So let me give you an example here. Okay. So let's open up the stock terminal here real quick. Okay. And let's open up the help menu. So you open up the help menu here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to stock statistics. Okay. We go to stock statistics, and we're going to go ahead and go annual analyst estimates. We're going to click this button here, and we're going to type in Apple. We're going to take that, and we're going to look at five. Okay. Now, what this does, it automatically goes to our Wall Street data centers and is able to take this data and bring it to your screen. And what you see here is this is 2022. This is 2023. This is 2024. And this is 2025. And believe it or not, this is 2026. So you see how we have an extra year, right? Yahoo Finance doesn't give you all of it, right? Now, obviously, any more longer, you need to do an intrinsic value calculation. It's very difficult to, analysts tend to not do that, but they're holding back on you. Okay, well, it's fine. Maybe they give us a little bit. Well, let's see if this little bit is actually accurate. So the current quarter is around 113 billion. So that's a really good high estimate. Now, if we take the 113 billion and we multiply that by 4, wait a minute here, current quarter, 113 billion times 4, we get 452 million. Now, obviously, this is not accurate. They're not giving you accurate information. Let's say, for example, we take the target low, 107 times 4. That's 428 billion. You see how this is not truthful information. Okay. So if we were to go here, and let's go back again, we're looking at 2023, right? We go here. We can see that our target high Again, this is what it gives you. It gives you the estimated revenue low, estimated revenue high. These are analyst estimates. Okay. The average, the EBITDA low, EBITDA high, EBITDA average. We're going to look at Clover soon. EBITDA low, high, average. These are all estimated. The income, it gives you everything. The EPS, the SGA, gives it all to you. And it tells you how many analysts are actually covering this. And obviously data is provided by all stock trades. Okay. So if you look at here of 2023, you look at the analyst estimate high, 383 billion. So $383 billion is what Apple's supposed to make in 2023. Okay. Well, these guys have it in the 400 range. Well, mine is saying 383. If you want to know the truth is 383, 385. See how accurate we are? See, you know why? Because we're getting this data directly from the source. Okay? You're getting data directly from the source. Okay. So what can you do? Well, you could go ahead and open up your couple things really quickly. You can go to your Mastering Stock Market course, which is technically not just a course, it's data integration, right? I honestly shouldn't call it course, but it is because it helps you take you from 0 to 1. You open up the you have access to light mode, dark mode. This is mine here. Black and white. I like it. And you have this, right? So you can put this to the side. And then you can open up this called the compound annual growth calculation. You open up this here, okay? So all you do is you could take 3 years. We go here, we take the target high for Apple. We put the starting value here. We just copy and paste it. Again, it's all, integrating the stock terminal and the mastering. And you go here to 2026. We take the target high here, which is for, they think it's going to grow 489 billion. We put this here and we calculate the growth rate, and it's expected to grow. Analysts are thinking this thing is going to grow from the growth rate between 2023 to 2026. It's going to grow 8.4%. Now you go down here, they don't give you it. Okay, it's all just scrambled data. Okay, they don't give it to you. Okay, obviously, analysts keep changing it. Our stock terminal is going to adapt. And what you do is you take this growth rate and you put it here. You put it in the estimated short-term growth rate. And then you do your intrinsic value calculation, how you'd normally do it, and then you get your price target. And that's basically using a forward estimated intrinsic value calculation, a forward DCF. Okay? All right. So I'm glad to have this data for you guys. This is a big deal. Okay. So now let's go ahead and let's open up the another thing. You open up the help terminal before we go to Clover. We open up the help terminal. We go to price target, and we go to analyst recommendation. So you just press this button and you type in Apple. You type in Apple, and guess what it tells you? It tells you right now, as of the most recent November, we got 21 people that believe Apple's a buy. Hold is 6, and the strong buy is 11. And of course, you guys know the price target consensus of where Apple is, which it gives you the target high of 14, target low of 110, target consensus of 190. Okay. So as you can see, this is a pretty damn good data. How you doing, Varun? Hello. All right. So now let's go ahead and go to Clover. Okay. So let's go ahead and open up the help menu real quick here. Okie dokie. And let's go to stock statistics. And then we can go in and take a look at the annual analyst estimate. And as I'm doing that, let me just look at my phone real quick. Oh, okay, good. All right, wonderful. All right, so I just got, I got doing like three things at the same time. We're going to type in CLOV, and then this is where the money is. Okay, I couldn't just explain it to you. I had to give you guys an example, right? So now you know how to look at it, and then we're going to go ahead and use what we basically, talked about, and we're going to apply it to Clover. We're going to do the amount, and now we're going to get data from Clover. Now, if you were to look at Clover, again, they're just giving you 2024. They're not even giving you 2025. We're always going to be ahead of Yahoo Finance. We're always going to give you more. We're going to give you basically whatever's available. Okay. We don't hold anything back. Okay. So let's go ahead. And I'm freaking proud of it that we were able to freaking generate this. All right. So, actually, let's start with 2021, and then we'll work it up to 2025. Shall we? All right. So revenue low, 1.5 bill. Revenue high, 1.5 bill. So let's go ahead and let's open up another terminal here, and let's see if sometimes for all the people that are watching this that are in the stock terminal, sometimes you have to kind of hit this a couple times because we are graphing this data in real time. So it just keeps regenerating it. So sometimes you might have to send it a couple times, but this one, it worked for the first time. Okay. So 2021, Clover grew at 1.4. Okay. We were pretty damn good accurate. Okay. All right, good. Let's go to 2022. Clover was growing 2.8. Andrew Toy went on a crazy spree. He went on a growth spree. He was like, growth. Okay. So, it went growth really high. Okay. And then 2023, they're estimating it to be around 2 billion. They said they're going to do anywhere between 2.1, 2.2. Okay, but you could see how pinpoint is this. Okay, and it shows you how many analysts. Now, before we jump the gun here, let's look at what other stuff here. EBITDA low, negative. EBITDA high, negative. EBIT low, it's all negative. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting inside the analyst's head here. They take this information and they give it to their big bosses. Okay. They give it to their big bosses. And then their big bosses have this information. Well, guess what? Now you have this information. You're going to know when this thing is going to turn positive, or at least when they think it's going to turn positive. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So income low, income high, negative. And we know 2021, they were negative. Okay. EPS negative 8.6. Okay, we got 7 analysts. And you could see as the time went on, analysts just kept dropping it, right? So target low, target high, negative. So again, let's just focus. We already looked at the revenue. Let's just look at the EBITDA now. Negative. And by the way, Varun, once I'm done with this, I'm going to go ahead and read your comments. I see them. I just haven't, I have multiple. I have 3 screens. 2 big ones and 1 small one. Like the Mac. Okay, so in here, so you can see the expense rates and all that. All right, now 2023. We could see EBITDA low. You could see the EBITDA is negative, right? The net income is negative. All right. Now let's go to 2024. What do analysts think 2024? And I already told you, EBITDA, I believe it's going to be positive from what Clover Health is saying. I think it's going to be free cash flow positive, but I think it's going to be net income negative. So let's see what it says. So they believe EBITDA is going to be negative for Clover, and they believe net income is going to be negative, and then EPS is going to be 0.1. So they think that Clover in 2024 is going to be negative. Again, there's only 2 to 3 analysts here. Okay, not a lot. Okay. And then here we have 2025. Okay, let's look at 2025. Let's see what they have here. So EBITDA, negative. Income, negative. But again, the income is pretty, we're talking near profitability now. We're talking about negative 14 million. Negative 14 million in negative in net income. And if you look at the EPS, look at the EPS. Negative 0.03. Now, interestingly, if we go to Clove right now, yeah, you see, so they think, so what this tells me is, and sometimes they're just very hard on the stock, and this is where the mispricing is, right? What this is telling me, and we only got one person with the EPS estimate, just one person. One person believes that they are going to be near profitability by 2025. Now, again, with the whole downgrade star, it seems to me that 2026 is going to be the year for Clover, 2026. And you can see the revenue hasn't changed. The revenue growth hasn't changed for Clover, because what's going to happen is they're going to increase their insurance side and most likely down-regulate their non-insurance side, right? So you can see how helpful this is. It shows you when they believe this thing is going to be profitable. Now, again, sometimes they obviously get this wrong and they want to do it on purpose, which is why the intrinsic value calculation doesn't lie, okay? Because, again, you're using their recommendations here, okay? So now let's go ahead and again, there's not a lot of analysts analyzing it. So now let's go ahead and go back to stock statistics. And let's go to earnings estimate. And let's go to Palantir. Just real quick, let's see Palantir. Okay, so Palantir, they're predicting profitability in 2023. So they already knew Palantir is profitable. I want to know Palantir longer. So I'm gonna look at Palantir. And I'm gonna look at Palantir for like 6. Like I'm gonna just give me everything you got for Palantir. Okay, we got 2020. So we got EBITDA negative, 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 negative. Okay, so if you were in Palantir, you could have seen this, and you would have seen that there's a lot of analysts covering this. They still believe net income negative, EBITDA negative, EBITDA negative, right? Right. They're looking here, EBITDA negative, EBITDA negative. Okay, nearing profitability. 2023, we got EBITDA negative, net income. But the EPS has been positive throughout. And then 2024, again, they beat analyst estimations. I mean, they're pretty much profitable now. But look at this, net income, profitable. So 2024, again, is going to be a good year for Palantir. And if you look at the revenue, they're expecting the revenue to grow even more. Revenue high 2.8. Interestingly, I want to see what 2025 has to offer, and that's pretty much all we have for them. So 2025, they're expecting Palantir to grow 3,343. So 3.3 billion. They're expecting it to be net income positive, and they're expecting earnings positive. So what we can do, we can go target high. We go to our compound growth here, starting value, and we'll go 3 years. And then we'll go to what's the current one here for 2023, which they believe they're going to grow 2.2 billion. Now we'll see what they're at right now. We calculate. Did I mess this up? Oh yeah. Sorry. I messed it up. I put the target high starting here, and I put the target high on the wrong area. It's just the inverse. So it's just going to be positive 12.6 here. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Positive 14%. So they're expecting it to grow 14%. But if they beat that, then this, the stock is going to continue rallying. Okay. So as you can see, this is a really, really great way to look at this. And another great tool also is you can push it through our analysis. So you go to no, not intrinsic value. You go to stock fundamental analysis, and then you go to next page, and you go to companies ratings, and you type in Palantir, and it shows you Palantir is a 4, it's an A plus, and it's a DCF is a 5, strong buy, return on you could see here, right? You could see it, they're grading. You want to see Clover, you could you put Clover here. And you could say Clover is a B. It's a strong buy on the DCF, but a return on equity is a sell. Return on assets is a sell because, again, they're still unprofitable, right? PE, well, it's negative. So it's a sell, but everything else is a buy, okay? So hopefully this was helpful just to show you the power of the stock terminal, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. Clove might reach $10 by 2024. $1 without reverse stock is a big achievement so far. Absolutely. We are almost there at the finish line. Yeah, once they basically, no delisting fears so far, bro. This is a big achievement, and there comes the elections. Exactly. And then I think the third year of an election brings the most stock market gains. So 2027 is going to be a really good year for the market. The moment the Fed opens the floodgates, we are to the moon. Absolutely. And just very quickly for folks, for our free Fundament News, I just posted an article, in honor of Charles Munger. I also posted an article here, The Allure of Small Cap Stocks. And you can see here, if you were to compare the Russell 2000 and 1000 small caps and large caps, we can see that we're at a level that we haven't seen since the dot-com bubble crash. So honestly, I can take a couple of securities exams. I can go through a list of small caps, look at all the profitable ones, look at all the ones that are growing over 10%, and I can create an ETF, and I can go in and basically people can just buy it. And I think that's going to outperform the next 3-4 years. And I'll shut the ETF down because I think, after that small caps, then you got to look at what the market basically says. But, and again, I'm sure someone's going to do it. I mean, this is like common sense, right? If you've been in this world for a long time. Okay. If you're still learning, don't be hard on yourself. When I first started, I didn't know jack shit. Right. So, okay. And how you doing, Rick? Rick Ross is in the house. I'm just kidding. Rick Ross. All right. I like Rick Ross. I think there's a song, Hustling. All right. So yeah, we're going to be hustling, guys. This is going to be great. Anyway, I'm glad to show you guys this data. Again, this is very incredible stuff. I kind of feel like I'm being mean to Yahoo Finance, considering watch him delete my article. I'm so upset. I'm sorry, Yahoo Finance, but I mean, you have to agree. My product is pretty damn good. So we've been featured on Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance, and Nasdaq. So here's like Bloomberg. Shout out to Bloomberg, and here's Yahoo Finance. So here I am basically shitting on them, right? And then here's Nasdaq again. The Yahoo Finance. It's not a data analytics platform, even though they sell it. It's mostly news. They're on news. They're news, right? So it's okay. All right, folks. Our sale is over. So my apologies for that. But if you want to get a second try, we're going to have the New Year's special. We're going to release in like 15 days or the midway of December. But for folks that are interested, our stock terminal is looking pretty damn good. But in the meantime, I highly recommend you look at our book here, The Intelligent Investor. It's currently ranked really highly, and I'm very proud of it. Just let me show you real quick. And if you hear my dog, I'm sorry. It's currently ranked pretty high, guys. If you go here, it's top 41 out of top 100 best selling for investment analysis. So we're like in the top. We're like right here. So we're pretty much right next to all these other books here. So I'm really excited. So we're doing pretty good. We're getting a lot of sales, especially for the holidays. People are wanting to buy it for their family. So anywho, that's pretty much there. And we're next to Howard Marks. I mean, these folks. Let me give you an example. Our book is doing damn good. I mean, this guy our book is getting right next to people that are in the net billions, right? So you can't hide quality where quality lies, right? I give you guys everything I have, and I'm very excited. And he's actually one of our legendary investors, so I'm very familiar with him. So if you go to our mastering, folks that are in there, you go here, you can look him up. This is Howard Marks here, so you can look at his investment philosophy. All right, folks, that's all I have for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you on the next one.